Your gown already wrapped, autoclaved, and ready for surgery, you're going to set it out on a table for your doctor or for yourself. You're also going to wind up opening your gloves, making sure you have your hat and mask on before you open your gown. In this case, we're just showing you how to open the pack so that you can also identify if you've wrapped the gown correctly. So here's my completed pack. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the tape because we're opening it. It shows that the pack has not been, the seal's not been unbroken. Your tabby here, you're going to go ahead and pull it out. When you open packs, you're going to go away from you with the first one. You never want to cross over your gown after you've started opening or any of your packs. Your next one out. See how I'm staying away from crossing over. Now, sometimes the tab will fall over. Ideally, it would have stayed like this so I could just grab it. Because it did that, I'm just going to grab my tabby and just go that way and let it fall. The idea is to open it as smooth as possible. Sometimes paper does have memory, so you'll just kind of have to work around that. All right, if I were the sterile person or the person gowning and gloving for surgery, I would be able to touch this after I've scrubbed my hands. If I'm just the technician starting the pack opening for my doctor, I no longer can touch this part. So I'm scrubbing for surgery, so I'm coming over here to open up my pack. Again, I'm going across the top, pulling it out from side to side, and back down. Now I have access to my pack. When you wash your hands, you're going to need to dry your hands. So you're going to reach over, your hands are going to be up, pull up your pack, and then you're going to dry your hands. And we're just kind of doing an abbreviated version just so you see it. Throw your towel on the ground. You're going to check your indicator strip to make sure that it shows that it's been autoclaved, and you're just going to throw that on the ground. To find out if your technicians are wrapping your packs the right way, your gowns the right way, you're going to want to be able to open up your gowns. See how this is the smooth side facing upwards? That's going to be your first identifying factor that it's wrapped correctly. You want to stick your fingers in the armholes. You can see where they are right here. The seams are usually there. Some people will have you grab the ties, but sometimes the ties are not lined up where they're supposed to be. Grab your gown. You're going to pick it up. And see how I made sure it didn't touch anything on the table? You're going to flip your sleeves around and see how the armholes are lined up so I can go right straight in. Okay, you want to be aware of your hands and everything. Once you put your gown on, you want to make sure you're not reaching too far up and you don't want to be reaching too far down. So at this point, once you have your gown on, you have somebody come and assist you with tying it in. But I just wanted you to be able to identify if you are wrapping your gowns the correct way. So that is what you're going to need to see when you pull it out of the pack.